Remember all we had. How could we get this bad? Where did we lose our glow? You live, you learn. When your heart is set to burn, fading away until the light will return. Someone bring me back to the time when our hearts unite. Bring me back to the time when our hearts unite. Bring me back to the time when our hearts unite. Laying in your bed, fighting ghosts in my head. Wish that I could let you go. Remember all we had. How could we get this bad? Where did we lose our glow? You live, you learn. When your heart is set to burn, fading away until the light will return. Someone bring me back to the time when our hearts unite.
As you saw, I've been cleaning up these fenders a little bit. You saw that I was welding, pushing all this up, and then cutting off the excess, and now we have some paint on here. This is just like rust reformer, that way this doesn't rust while it was out in the rain. We didn't finish the other side quite yet. I have to do a little bit of grinding and then paint over it. I just wanted to give a little update. I know this video was a little weird where I just did a bunch of work and I didn't really say anything. I was just working on it and it was real late at night. I kind of just wanted to, you know, chill out and work on the car and get some stuff done. But I'm gonna finish up the other side as soon as I'm done talking here. But we just got this thing in. I just rolled this thing in from the alignment shop. So the alignment shop took way longer than expected. They took over a day, so I had to stay overnight there. I expected to basically send it out and get it back and then continue working on this thing, but because they had it overnight, kind of screwed me. So it's back from the alignment shop, and I was gonna try and pull some camber out of this thing, but what I didn't realize is there is no a camber adjustment in the rear. They were able to pull, I think, 1/2 degree out of it. So rather than having 5.5 degrees, or I think it has 5 now. I can take a look at the paperwork and get the exact, but it really doesn't matter all that much. Basically, the rear is straightened out with the toe, I think, and then I think they were able to take out a little bit of camber. And then the front, what we did is, because the only aftermarket adjustment piece is the top hats on our BC coilovers, we basically just added as much camber as possible, and I think we have about 2.5 degrees in the front. And the main point was basically to match the front as close to the rear. I really don't care for mismatched camber. I wanted it to be as close as possible. I would have liked to have only had 1.5 degrees all the way around. However, we couldn't do that obviously because of the rear, so then we just tried to match it as close as possible at the front. I'm not sure if you guys can tell, but there's definitely more camber in the front and it matches a lot closer to the rear. I think it just looks a lot better, and then once we get some flares on there, it really should hide the fact that there is an equal camber front and rear. And a lot of people have more negative camber in the rear anyways, so it's not gonna look real bad, but I think it looks really good. It's sitting a lot better. The only problem is we weren't able to bring the rear out as much as I had hoped, and we obviously brought the front in, so it's not gonna be sticking out quite as much. But overall, it looks good. I'm happy with the results. Well, we are one step closer to finishing the Cressida and one more step closer to getting the fender flares on. We are so close. As you saw, the other fender flare, I got to welding and my welder broke last night, and so I'm gonna have to fix that thing. But we got the majority of this flare welded, or this fender welded, I guess. But there are some tabs that need a little bit more weld, and I'd like to just, I don't know, reinforce that a little bit. And there's one tab that broke off a little bit because it was double layered and it didn't burn all the way through. And then we also covered all of the exposed metal in that rust reformer just to give it one more level of protection from rust. This car shouldn't really be outside. The only reason it was outside yesterday was because it was sitting in the lot to get the alignment, and it was also raining yesterday, which is like the dumbest day we could have possibly have done it. It wasn't raining the day before, and it's not raining today. It had to rain when this thing was sitting outside. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video, and peace out.